Today we're going to take a look at one of the most popular defenses in Madden 13. And the reason I'm showing this today is because yesterday over at thegamerslab.com, somebody had mentioned about how this play had slowed down problem in the big Madden 13 tournament this year for 140K. And it just made me think, you know what, I should show my own version of this particular setup. It is a very popular defense. It's out of 4-3 under, and the play is called Edge Sting. There's many variations that can be run. Mine is quite simple. We're just going to crash our defensive line up. We're going to re-blitz the defensive end on the side we want to blitz from. And we're going to take the blitzing linebacker and bring him a yard or yard and a half outside of the defensive end. Now, just to make things look a little more even though it's not perfectly even, we're also going to bring this linebacker over to the right, just so that our opponent is kind of guessing as to what side we might be blitzing from. So that's pretty much the setup. We don't want to be running this as our base defense, though. We want to mix this in every once in a while just to get some really nice pressure, maybe on a third down. If we run this as our base defense, all our opponent needs to do is block a running back and a tight end or something like that, and he's going to be able to hit us with curls all day long. Or if we bump and run, he can, block again and just beat us deep with either a fast receiver or a receiver that beats the press really well. So this is no good as your base defense. People that are good will tear you apart. They'll hit the flats. They'll hit, again, we do not want to run this as our base defense. So I'm going to reset the play, and I want to show you that we can also flip this play quite easily. So we go ahead and flip, re-blitz the defensive end, we pull this guy over here, and we pull him there. And again, the same defensive front, and our opponent's going to guess a little bit as to what side we're coming from, even though technically we know that there is one extra player over on this side. But if we run it sparingly, our opponent might not catch on to that. So that's another reason to not use this as your base defense. So let's reset it one more time. Another thing I like to do is, because we can't always be blitzing out of this, so a play that looks identical is cover 3. We still have one safety deep. As you saw, nothing there changed. And my setup for this is I'm going to put both defensive ends in purples. And again, I'm going to pull the linebackers over there. So it looks like we're sending heat, but we're actually playing a max coverage defense. And I really like the fact that we have a purple, a yellow, and a flat zone on either side, as well as the outside deep blue. So it is identical on either side. Running this is going to force a lot of quick passes because we're running edge sting a lot. It's going to send major pressure. So even when we play max coverage defense, it's going to force a lot of passes. We'll get some CPU picks, and we're going to get some manual picks as well. Our job is to cover the middle of the field. This is the naked area of the field that we definitely need to make sure that we get a hold on. You're going to face guys that are going to start running two tight ends, streaks, as well as, streaks out of the backfield from the running back. So this is something we really want to be careful about. We need to play smart, of course. So if they do this, we can easily just go and change our defensive ends to deep blues. So if they're running tight end streaks or streaks out of the backfield, that's going to do a really good job of stopping that. Even furthermore, if you have enough time, we can change these flat routes to purple routes. So if, they're just not really doing anything in the flats, this is something that we can do. And again, furthermore, we could even put this guy in a spy. I generally like to keep both of these guys rushing, but you can do whatever you feel is necessary. And of course, if we're going to bump and run out of edge sting man version, we can also bump and run out of the cover 3 version as well. So this is two defenses that I like to use kind of back and forth just to confuse my opponent. And one more thing before we get to the gameplay footage. You're definitely going to want to be able to lurk. I've put in a couple user picks in here because our opponent's going to be snapping the ball and throwing very quick. Try to get the ball as fast as he can out of his quarterback's hands, because this heat comes very fast. So this is our opportunity to lurk passes, get our opponent's first read down, and make him think maybe that we're playing over here trying to cover the slot defender when really our eyes are on the tight end the whole time. You'll see that in the gameplay footage. I come down like this, and then I lurk right over and pick off a couple passes to tight ends and running backs and wide receivers and whatnot. The final thing I'm going to show is for the newer players, or the players that struggle with a lot of defensive setups. I'm going to reset the play, and I want to talk about how to set it up the easiest. So we're going to crash the defensive line up. We're going to re-blitz. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the B button. Bring this guy down. Then one more click on the B button and bring this guy down. And then finally B button and up on the left analog stick to control the safety. When it comes to cover 3, I'm not sure what happened there. Okay, when it comes to cover 3, what we want to do here is purple, 1, 2, 3, purple, one click, another click, and here we've got it set up extremely easy. So just get into practice mode, practice like I am doing right now. It's just about the amount of clicks with our B button. The one thing we don't want to be doing is, trying to click around like this, because this can lead to clicking on the wrong players, getting quick snapped, you're on the wrong guy, and next thing you know, you're giving up a touchdown. So we want to be careful with that, and we just want to use the same philosophy every time. Even if we're blitzing from this side, okay, we're always going to move the left linebacker first. That way, first of all, it's not a tell that we're blitzing from a specific side, and the other is just because it makes the clicking easy. So purple, 1, 2, 3, purple, 1, 1, and we're good. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the play. Hope you put it to some good use, and just remember to make your adjustments. Don't play stupid. Just because the play is good doesn't mean your opponent can't pick it apart. And I'll see you guys next time.
Press coverage all the way. Offense lines up here. 1st and 10. The defense gets the sack.
Nice job that time by the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback too.
Snap back to the quarterback. Out of the gun. Sacked again. Just a quick drop back. The defense gets a sack. 3-step drop. And he's forced to the ground. Offense now in the red zone. Third down and 4. Trying to work a takeaway. He's stacked up at that point. He's hollering out instructions. Out of the gun. And that ball was going the other way. That brings the play to an end. These defensive backs are ready for a battle. Third down here. Offense trying to pick up the first. The defense gets a sack. It is true. Ohio! They've got a first down now after that catch. Drop back, shotgun formation. And he's going. That reception gave them the first down. Robert Mathis rushes are getting set for their next possession. They face first down from the gun, and he's intercepted. He's stacked up at that point. First down here from the shotgun. Looking for it. That ball is picked off. Taking off. Colts are in for the score. They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. Freeney mixing things up at the line of scrimmage. They're going back up top. That's an interception. He's got a little bit of daylight here.